I'm Grace.
So let's get started.
I'm a recipe blogger, family-taught home chef,
Cheers.
Cheers.
iPhone-only photographer, and proud New Englander.
Get your favorite dipping sauces out because we're about to serve up some crispy Parmesan crusted chicken cutlets.
The best part about this recipe is that we're using chicken cutlets, which are really thin chicken breasts, and that way each bite of chicken has extra crust on it because it's just thin little pieces of chicken with all this crunchy crust. Oh, yum. I don't want to delay anymore. Let's just get right to it because I'm hungry. You're gonna create an assembly line here so you can dredge your chicken and coat it with your Parmesan crust. So on the first part of your assembly line, we have our chicken cutlets. Chicken cutlets about 1/4 inch thick. You can usually just buy them right in the store. I have some flour that we're going to dredge our chicken in, and then I'm going to pop 2 eggs into a bowl just like that, and just lightly beat them together so that they're nice and combined. And you want to dredge your chicken in flour and egg so that your Parmesan crust really sticks to your chicken and doesn't just kind of fall off. So speaking of, we need to create our Parmesan crust, the best part. And in our Parmesan crust, you need lots of Parmesan cheese. And you need also some breadcrumbs. If you just do Parmesan, it's not gonna be extra crusty and crispy. So I like to use panko breadcrumbs, which are extra crunchy. And then you wanna add some flavor. So of course, you know me, I love me some garlic. And then I'm going to add in a little bit of Italian seasoning. And I like Italian seasoning because it just has all those Italian herbs and you don't need to blend them together yourself. So I'm gonna pop those right in. And then, of course, some salt and pepper. I like quite a bit of pepper, so give me a moment. Already getting sore. And our salt. And then the final ingredient we're gonna add to our Parmesan crust is lemon zest. And this just adds a nice little touch of brightness. I like to zest 1 full lemon. And the zest is just the outside yellow part of the lemon, not the white interior. And I didn't mean to flick you off, but it just kind of happened. In they go. And I'm gonna take a spoon and just toss this all together. Can I eat some? This could actually just be used to eat. I mean, it's just... I don't sell gloves that fit my child-sized hands. Like, what in the world is this? I don't know why I just grabbed one from the middle of the pile. We're gonna start with the one on the top of the pile. And we're just going to flip our chicken around in our flour just until every little part is coated. You just wanna kinda give it a little shake off just to make sure that there's no excess flour on there. And then you're gonna dip it in egg. And it's important to do the flour first and then the egg. And you just wanna do the same thing. You wanna make sure that each part of your chicken is lightly coated in the egg. It's looking pretty good. And then just let it kind of shake off the excess egg. And then onto the good stuff. We're gonna pop it right into our breadcrumb Parmesan mixture. And this is when you really wanna get in there and make sure that your chicken is extra coated in the Parmesan mixtures, because that's going to be our delicious crust. Then you can just pop your chicken on a baking sheet or something else in a single layer, just like that. And I'm gonna keep working on all my chicken until they're all coated with delicious Parmesan crust. We've reached the final piece. There's enough room, I'll make room. Clearly need to take these off immediately. Wash up, and I'll see you at the stove. So we're by the stove. I have my chicken. I have a big skillet here. It's best not to use a nonstick skillet. It's best to use a stainless steel or some type of hybrid because you'll get a little bit more of a crispy crust. And I'm going to preheat my pan for about 5 minutes over medium heat, not high heat, medium heat. And I'm just gonna add a generous bit of olive oil to my pan while it's preheating so that oil gets nice and screaming hot. Don't start your chicken until that pan is really hot. Our oil is definitely hot. There's little bubbles that are starting to rise, which is perfect. So it's time to add in our chicken. I'm probably gonna have to do them in 2 batches because they're just not all gonna fit, which is totally fine. So batch 1, I'm gonna add 3 of these guys. And all you wanna do is you just wanna set your timer for 3 minutes on side 1, flip it to side 2, and do 3 minutes on that side. Our chicken's done. It's been 6 minutes in total. It should register at least 165 in the middle. If it's over, that's totally fine. If you want your chicken to be a little bit extra crispy, you can just flip it over again and just kind of crisp up each side one more time for about 30 seconds. I added just a tiny splash more olive oil to the pan. And on to round 2. Since the pan is extra hot this time, we got an extra crispy chicken here. The best part. Look at these babies. Yes. I've been waiting patiently to take a bite. No longer patient. I don't really even have words. So crispy, yet so light. Flavorful. The cheese just comes through in this so well. A little bit of lemon zest to cut the richness. Yes, please. Check this out on tastefullygrace.com. You won't regret it. So the very